Staten Island. And the Emancipation Proclamation would have been, slavery, forget about it. Like, I'm going to take this off and here, put my beard in there, probably hold it, just falls over my spoon. So, how many, this is to ask the gentlemen in the room, how many of you have ever seen a girl walking with a guy, and then you look at the guy and you go, that's one lucky guy, or what you're thinking is, that's one lucky son of a bitch, right? Anybody? Okay? Okay. Except that what you're really thinking is, that guy's really lucky because he gets to fuck her, right? That's exactly what you're thinking, because everybody always says that shit. The last couple times I've been on stage, I got heckled, and now I'm being heckled by inanimate objects. But the thing about it is you look at them and you don't really know what's going on in that relationship. You don't know that guy. You have absolutely no idea about him. He could literally shit diamonds in your wrist. You would have no fucking clue about it. When he says he's going to give her a pearl necklace, he actually gives her a real, like, from the jewelry store. In some cases. But you also, and because I'm a guy, and I know this is not, I mean, this isn't really for the lady or whatever. Because I'm a guy, and I know guys can be dicks, and they can be crazy too, whatever. But girls can be fucking completely insane. And I'll give you some examples of this. I went out with a girl one time, our very first date, and we're sitting at the restaurant, and she starts giggling. And I'm like, that's a good first sign, obviously. On a date, and I go, what are you giggling at? And she goes, oh, I can read auras. And I go, yeah, well then what's so funny about it? And she's like, yours has a tinge of pink, so that means you're a little feminine. Which is a good thing to say on a first date is, you're gay. I'm laughing at you because you're actually gay. You don't know. But this was a girl who also, in 2 weeks that we went out, it was like a microcosm of a relationship. So she went from, hi, nice to meet you, to, I like you, hey, I'm falling in love with you, I'm in love with you, you've changed, I hate you. 2 weeks. Which is just fucking weird. I don't know why they would ever do that. Why you put a rush it like that? Even though there's a reason why. It was because she was this crazy. She said to me on our second date we ever had, which was 3 days after the first one, and I should have known to just leave, was she decided that like, just out of nowhere, to be like, so what do you think of religion? And I was like, I don't know anything about it. I don't really know what's going on. I'm a druid. And I go, what? Like, Warcraft? And then she's like, no, I'm practicing druid. I believe that animal spirits commune through my body with nature and the earth. And I was just like, what the fuck are you talking? So I started laughing immediately. And I think that was when, she said that I changed or whatever. And I don't know how, anybody would, come on, seriously, if I was sitting with you and I was just like, by the way, I'm a druid. I can turn into a fucking eagle anytime I want. A little fresh. Also was going out with a girl, it was pretty serious, we went on for like 6 or 8 months or whatever. And we were walking down the street, and I think this was the beginning of the end of the relationship. We walked down the street, and she looked in the window. And even though I only thought this happened in movies, because I didn't know anybody window shop really, like Breakfast at Tiffany's shit, but she was looking at some shoes. And she's like, oh, what do you think of these? And I was like, I like those. She walks away, and she starts getting all soggy. And she's just like, and I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing's wrong. I'm like, what's wrong? 85 fucking times later, she goes, well, I just didn't like the way you said those. And I was like, those? Like the word, those. She's like, yeah, I just didn't like what you said. It makes me think you don't care about me. And I'm like, what the fuck does that? Of course, then I start becoming irrational because she's being irrational. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, those? That's not even a thing that you can pick on. It isn't like I said, your mom's a fucking cunt. Like, or something like that. It's something similar, something that would actually bring that reaction about. But that's probably, why this is still, but that's, that's a good reason why I shouldn't date anyone not want me to have sex with anybody, and I'm pretty sure it just doesn't want me to procreate, because that would be a terrible clusterfuck anyway. But it definitely doesn't want me to have sex with people. And because if I do, if I like give it my all and I finally get to that point, the universe goes, all right, just fucking give it to them. Then it royally fucks somebody else over, real bad. I have a couple of examples of this. One was I used to go to, there was a Carvel ice cream in Cincinnati, which is a big surprise. I went to fucking Carvel. And I was there, and this girl that I was dating called me, and then I guess it's weird or whatever, and that was like, night's the night kind of thing. So we go, we do that, and then the next day the fucking Carvel is closed. That's like stabbing me in the fucking fat, awful heart that I had. Another time, I was going out with this girl from that worked at Great Clips, which after I've been in comedy now, I realized that I've gone out with 4 girls from Great Clips. Because apparently, not only am I good in conversation while I'm getting a haircut, but they have the lowest standards of all time. Which I should have known because they were Great Clips. So, I went out with this girl, and we went out, we did that thing, and then the next day, she told me to come in for a haircut. I come in, get a haircut. Well, I'm getting a haircut, this guy walks in, and he's like, hey, does anybody know what happened to Great Steak next door? And we're all like, no, we don't know. And he's like, great, guess I don't have a job then. Which, you know, funny thing on the universe, I don't like Great Steak, so they fucked up there. If it was Penn Station, I would have probably ended my life. But, it doesn't just pertain to food. I'm picking on that because it's an easy thing to go for a joke. I also really like the Reds, and I went to a Reds game with this girl last year. And after the Reds game, did somebody say about the Reds? Oh. Reds, everybody! I'll take my claps anywhere I can get them. I'm riding the coattails. But we went to the Reds game, and they were playing the Cubs, and after they lost, of course, because after the game, I had sex with her, and then after that, they lost like 20-something games in a row. They ended up like 15 games out of first. So you can thank me for last season, the entirety of last season of the Reds. The first one-night stand I ever had that was successful was the day of the Haiti earthquake. You guys know the Gulf of oil spill? I caused that because I got a blowjob that day. So my speculation is this, is that the next time I'll have sex is in 2012, and a mine death portal will open, and the only way that it can be stopped is if John Cusack drives a limo out of a fucking volcano in